Once again, welcome back to our online learning platform SP Lessons Competitive Exam. So, today we are going to continue the parts of speech next type, that is called pronouns. So, pronouns are words or phrases that are used as a substitute for a noun. Pronouns are short words and can do everything that nouns can do and are one of the building blocks of a sentence. So it is not necessary to use noun again and again in a sentence. Using pronoun brings elegance to the subject and makes the writing structure well organized. I have given a clear example to understand clear view for a pronoun. So let's check the below diagram. I have provided the words like it's, you, him, we, them, she, he, our, ours, they, her, us, mine, my. So let's get into the examples of pronouns. Some of the most common pronouns are he, she, you, they, it, and etc. Raman is unwell, so she will not go to school today. So here she is a clear pronoun. Ram is a football player. He won many trophies for his school. In this sentence, he is a pronoun. If you observe clearly, in the starting of the sentence, I have mentioned Ram is a football player. If you want to use he means pronoun, we will need to use Ram again and again. So instead of Ram, we will simply use he. That is the benefit of using pronoun instead of noun. Sham is a good boy. He treats everybody with respect. Same as usual, he is pronoun. Types of pronouns. Once check the below diagram clearly. I have mentioned a brief idea about the types of pronouns. So first one is identified pronoun. Second one is personal pronoun. Third one is reflexive pronoun. Fourth one is demonstrative pronoun. Fifth one is possessive pronoun. Sixth one is relative pronoun. Seventh one is interrogative pronoun. Eighth one is reciprocal pronoun, and ninth one is intensive pronoun. So let's explain one by one. First one is indefinite pronoun. Word which replaces a noun but not one specific pronoun is known as indefinite pronoun. Once check one example, you will get basic idea about pronoun. That too indefinite pronoun. Examples of indefinite pronouns. All are invited to the birthday party tonight. So once you go to the back, word which replaces a noun but not one specific pronoun. Here, all are invited to the birthday party tonight. So here all is the word which was underlined in this sentence and it is indefinite pronoun. Raman gave the pen to someone and never got it back. Here someone is indefinite pronoun. Everyone had a great time at the wedding party. Here in this sentence, everyone is a indefinite pronoun. Next one is personal pronoun. Once check the below diagram clearly. I have mentioned some personal pronouns, that is I, we, you, she, he, it. A personal pronoun refers to the gender of the person or animal it represents. Personal pronouns are short words used to represent people or things. The word he is an example of a personal pronoun. He is third person because he is the person being spoken about, singular and masculine. Examples of personal pronouns. You need to stop lying to me. And the second one is, we would love for you to join us. The third category in this pronoun section is reflexive pronouns. A reflexive pronoun is used when both the object and subject of the sentence are same. So once check the below diagram, you will get an basic idea about reflexive pronouns. Person, singular, plural. First, myself, ourselves. Second, yourself, yourselves. third, herself, itself, oneself, themselves. Here I have mentioned a particular word, and I have also mentioned the first person, second person, and third person in both singular and plural words. They can act as either objects or indirect objects. We use a reflective pronoun as a direct object when the object is the same as the subject of the verb. So once check the examples for reflexive pronouns. He wanted to make her happy, so he cooked the dinner himself. The second one is you have to complete all your homework all by yourself. The fourth category from this pronoun section is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns are those which point out some particular object such as them, are, those, and these. I have provided one clear example for this demonstrated pronoun category. Once check, we will regularly use these, that, these, those words as demonstrative pronouns places. Examples of demonstrative pronouns. This dress is so pretty. That bag belongs to her. These flowers are lovely. Those were the days. I have clearly mentioned the four examples with the four words those will going to use as demonstrative pronouns. Nothing but the words this, that, these, those. Next category from this pronoun section is possessive pronouns. As the name suggests, a possessive pronoun indicates possession or ownership. Possessive pronoun is used to avoid reoccurrence of information which has already been made clear. So once check the below table format. Here I have mentioned subject, object, adjective, possessive. I, me, my, mine. For you, you, your, yours. He, him, his. She, her, hers. It, its. We, us, our, ours. They, them, theirs. Examples of possessive pronouns. This pen is mine, not yours. So here I have clearly mentioned my possessiveness towards my pen. So I mentioned that this is only my pen, not yours. So the pen belongs to me and I am the owner of the pen. Your dress is more beautiful than mine. I did not have a book, so she lent me hers. The next section was relative pronoun. Relative pronoun comes after a noun. To help to find out that which person or thing we are discussing about, or to provide us more information about a things or a person. So once check the below diagram relative pronouns. A relative pronoun is used to connect a class or phrase to a noun or pronoun. You see them used every day with the most common relative pronoun belong. Who, whom, which, whoever, whomever, whichever, and that. So, here I have provided some examples regarding relative pronouns. I saw the cat which drank the milk. The thief who stole your bag is in the lockup. Mr. Cruz, who runs a sweet shop, is sitting outside. So, relative pronoun comes after a noun. So, hence is proved. Here, cat, in the first sentence, I saw the cat which drank the milk. In this sentence, cat is clearly a noun. So, the relative pronoun exactly comes after a noun in the about three examples which I have mentioned. The next category is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns are used to make asking questions easy. There are only 5 interrogative pronouns which are used to ask specific or indirect questions. These were what, which, whom, and whose. So once observe the below table which I have provided. Question and answer. Who told you? John told me. Whom did you tell? I told Mary. What's happened? An accident happened. What do you want? I want coffee. Which came first? The Portuguese 911 came first. If you observe the next table also will get a proper idea about. In this sentence we need to understand, uh, make asking questions easy. Examples of interrogative pronouns are: what is your name? Which city do you live in? Who is your sister? To whom you are talking to? Whose car is this? So here I have used all type of words that are we can use as interrogative pronouns. Those are what, which, who, whom, and whose. The next category from this pronoun section is reciprocal pronoun. Reciprocal pronouns are used to specify that two or more peoples are carrying out an action of some type and both receiving the benefits of results of that action simultaneously. So once check the below diagram which I have provided. Those it is reciprocal pronoun role. An example: each other, use when the group consists of just two people, animals, or things. For this rule, I have provided one example like two friends helped each other throughout their university years. And the second reciprocal pronoun word is one another. So here there is another rule, that is used when the group consists of more than two people, animals, or things. The team members always cooperate with one another. So let's check the examples of reciprocal pronoun. Ram and Sham were talking to each other over the phone. We give each other gifts during the festivals. The culprits were blaming each other for the crime they were charged with. So once let's back to what is the reciprocal pronoun is all about. Reciprocal pronouns are used to specify that two or more people are carrying out an action. So if you observe the examples, here I have Ram and Sham. So two people, we means lot of people, the culprits means the thefts. So yeah, it's proved. The next category from this pronoun section is intensive pronouns. An intensive pronoun is very much similar to a reflexive pronoun. It is a pronoun we generally use self or selves at the end of pronoun. This is the reason that intensive pronouns are sometimes are called as emphatic pronouns. Once check the below table. Here I have mentioned condition, personal object pronoun, reflexive or intensive pronoun. Condition is when first person is singular, the personal object pronoun be as me, and the intensive pronoun is myself. The second person singular, you and yourself. Third person singular male, him, himself. Third person singular female, her, herself. Third person singular neuter, it, itself. First person plural, us, ourselves. Second person plural, you, yourself. Third person plural, them, themselves. Example of intensive pronoun. He will do it himself. I heard the cries myself. The president himself attended the wreath laying ceremony. Her mom's scooter was hit by a fast approaching scooter. This bouquet of flowers belongs to the girl in the red dress. So let's back to once what is intensive pronoun. An intensive pronoun is very much similar to a reflexive pronoun. It is a pronoun we generally use self or selves at the end of the pronoun. In the examples which I have provided, himself, myself, himself. So these are called reflexive pronouns. So the final one, that is functions of nouns. The functions are as a subject to the subject, as a descriptive to another noun, as an object to the verb, as an object to the preposition, as a complement of the verb. The first function of a pronoun is subject of the verb. All the sentences have subjects which tell the reader what the sentence is all about. The subject is a noun, so we can say that the foremost function of the noun is to work as a subject. One example is Michael threw the ball. So Michael is the subject of the verb throw. He is sleeping. He is the subject of the verb. Direct or indirect object. Direct. So nouns can act as like direct or indirect objects of the verbs. It receives action from the verb and is placed after the action word. The ship was crossing the river. So, in the sentence, the river is the object of the verb crossing. My uncle gave me the chocolate. So, in the sentence, me is the direct object and chocolate is the indirect object of the verb gave. Complement of the verb. When a noun is placed after a linking verb or in the state of being a verb, then it is serves as a complement of the verb. It receives no action from the verb. The boy is a trader, Tyson is the winner. The next function is object of the preposition. When a noun acts as an object of preposition in the sentence, it is placed after the preposition in the sentence. I have to give the project report to the professor. Let us go with math. All the highlighted words from the above sentences are coming after the prepositions are said to be object of preposition. The next function of a pronoun is descriptive of another noun. Sometimes in a sentence, when two nouns are put together in a sentence, former explaining the latter, these nouns can be called descriptive nouns. The teacher, Mrs. Kohli, was retired from the school. In this sentence, Mrs. Pike is giving meaning to the noun teacher. So I have mentioned all the functions of nouns and hence these all are true. So in the next session we will continue with some rules of pronouns and nouns. Hope you all are liking our videos. If you have any doubts and any issues, you can make a comment on our YouTube session or you can send an email us at career@itoolsinfo.com. Thank you so much.